Infinity Ward, one of the most renowned gaming development companies of all time, obviously gaining all of its recognition from the Call of Duty series, has not been doing the best in recent memory. Not only have they faced severe criticism for their recent Call of Duty iterations, they have also been facing some serious internal problems. In this video, we will basically be talking about what led to the downfall of Infinity Ward, and with Infinity Ward being right on the edge of the cliff, will Call of Duty 2019 be their severely needed savior or the nail in the coffin? What's going on, guys? It is JSnake here. Today, guys, I am bringing you another video, and in this video we're basically, like I said, going to be talking about what happened to Infinity Ward and how Call of Duty 2019 is either going to save them or obviously finish them off completely. Anyways, guys, before we actually get into this video, make sure you are subscribed to the channel with those post notifications turned on so you can be notified every single time I do upload a new video. Also, guys, tell me what you think about the editing style and how the audio sounds. I've been trying some new things. I'm not exactly too sure how they're going to go over with you guys. This is the first time I'm trying them in an actual video, so just let me know. I'm curious to see what you guys think. Anyways, guys, let's get right into this video. So I think it's pretty obvious that Infinity Ward has not had the, best time in recent years. Obviously, Call of Duty Ghosts and Call of Duty Infinite Warfare have not been the most successful Call of Duty games, and I'm not saying, like I said, that they were bad or anything like that, but just in terms of the overall public opinion on them and what most people thought, they did not like them. Like I said, I'm not trying to bash on Call of Duty Infinite Warfare or Call of Duty Ghosts, but just in general, most people did not like them, so I'm not going to just be speaking from my personal opinions. I'm speaking kind of from what most of the community actually thinks. And the point of this video isn't necessarily to go into why people thought Call of Duty Ghosts was bad or why people thought Call of Duty Infinite Warfare was bad. I've made videos on that before, and it's obviously not needed. There's hundreds and hundreds of those. But the point of this video is that I actually want to talk about what, led to the things about being Call of Duty Infinite Warfare and Call of Duty Ghosts being bad. Like, why were they made like that? Not what were they, why were they like that? And, how Infinity Ward has actually kind of put themselves on a path of redemption, and how Call of Duty 2019 is potentially going to be the savior they need. So let's talk about why Infinity Ward kind of fell apart, what happened, and why this caused Call of Duty Ghosts not to be up to as many people's expectations as they wanted. So essentially what happened is many key developers of Infinity Ward, including co-founders of the actual company itself, ended up leaving back in 2010, pretty much after Modern Warfare 2 was finished. Like, this was near the end of its life cycle, and Call of Duty Black Ops 1, it was already revealed at this time, was already coming out. And at this time, Modern Warfare 3 was pretty much, set in stone. They just obviously had to develop it. They pretty much had the whole thing laid out, and, development already had started on it, because at this time, like you guys know, the Call of Duty life cycle was only 1 year, in that each developer would switch off only 1 year. There was no Sledgehammer games at this time. But, pretty much right before Call of Duty Black Ops 1 actually did come out, a lot of people ended up leaving Infinity Ward. And I'm talking, not only just some developers, but like I said, co-founders of Infinity Ward. And the reason they left is because they accused Activision of essentially running a police state, and those are actual quotes from the developers themselves. And obviously they did not like how Activision was doing things. Surprise, surprise. Most people don't like how Activision does many things. But they ultimately ended up leaving, and that really put a severe kind of thorn in Infinity Ward's side. That really hindered development. And Modern Warfare 3, I'm not going to say that was a fail. A lot of people did like Modern Warfare 3, but a lot of people do also notice that Modern Warfare 3 was pretty much, almost the same as Modern Warfare 2 to a certain degree. Yes, there were innovations and everything, but like I said, at this point, Modern Warfare 3 was pretty much already planned out. They just had to get it developed, but, since they didn't have the development power that they did have with Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 1, the stuff was going to be implemented, but how well it was implemented, that's kind of up for the public to decide. So it wasn't too much of an issue with, Modern Warfare 3. Modern Warfare 3 was a successful Call of Duty game. We'll obviously say, it's the best-selling one of all time. So, Modern Warfare 3, it was not like that game failed at all. A lot of people did like it and everything. This really took effect, though, with Call of Duty Ghosts. Now, Call of Duty Ghosts obviously was pretty much made in the worst possible time. Not only were they limited by, the last generation of consoles, because they did make it for 360 and PlayStation 3 alongside Xbox One and PlayStation 4, they also, like I said, we're short on developers, and you could just say, oh, they could hire new developers, or I'm sure at this time they had new developers. I mean, it's 2 years later, they probably were able to sort this out. Well, even if that is the case, which I'm almost positive it wasn't, I'm pretty sure they were still understaffed at this time. It's not like you can replace the co-founders who have been there since the beginning of Infinity Ward. You can hire anyone you want. You can hire 10 people as opposed to, let's say, 2 that left. If those 2 were the co-founders, nothing is going to replace their talent level, nothing is going to replace their insight on everything, and nothing's going to replace their experience they've had with Call of Duty. I mean, like I said, they've been there since the beginning. They are the best possible people to have working for your company. And like I said, I'm not going to go too into detail on what actually made Call of Duty Ghosts kind of flop to a lot of people, but what it was pretty apparent that, the underdeveloped team, and obviously they had a very severe deadline to meet. Call of Duty is a yearly release game. They can't delay it or anything, otherwise it messes up Treyarch and so on, and at this time actually Sledgehammer would also probably be messed up. They had to get it out, so it was pretty much a rushed product, at least I guess you could say. I'm not going to go into too much detail. Like I said, I'm not saying Call of Duty Ghosts was bad, because I do get some hate sometimes because people do think I'm saying the game's bad, but overall that's basically what happened. They were understaffed, and I can't really blame them. I mean, they really tried their best, and I do actually feel pretty bad for Infinity Ward because, like I said, they tried to do whatever they could to make an innovative Call of Duty, and Call of Duty Ghosts was pretty innovative. It had a lot of new things that we haven't seen before, but it ultimately just did not end up going, likewise with the public, and a lot of people were pretty upset with it, especially considering it released alongside very, very, well-known legendary games like Battlefield 4 and all that. So it didn't really help with, that Call of Duty Ghosts was not only underdeveloped, it had a severe timeline it needed to meet, and, it was releasing alongside these big games. So that obviously was the first round of criticism Infinity Ward received. Fast forward to 2016 when Call of Duty Infinite Warfare was set to release, and this was Infinity Ward's second chance. Now, it's just another kind of point of bad timing. At this time, people were sick and tired of futuristic moving Call of Duties, and they did not want a, advanced Call of Duty like we have been seeing, Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3. People were pretty much just done with it. They didn't want it anymore. But the problem was, Infinite Warfare had already been in development, so what they could have done is either A, scrapped it completely, started from scratch, but have any other kind of thing like Call of Duty Ghosts, obviously on a much worse scale, completely underdeveloped, not polished, and not finished. Or they could have kept going with it and just taken the hate, and they obviously went with the latter, and they took the hate. They took a severe amount of hate, as you guys know, the Infinite Warfare reveal trailer and all that toboggan bullshit, everything, it was terrible. Infinity Ward really took a hit, and it's kind of sad because they were trying to do big things. You could obviously tell that they knew this a long time in advance, because if they didn't, then Modern Warfare Remastered would not have been a thing. Modern Warfare Remastered was pretty much purely to alleviate the hate that was going to come alongside Infinite Warfare, and honestly that didn't even do too well because you had to actually buy Infinite Warfare to play Modern Warfare Remastered, so it honestly was pretty much like a complete backfire, and it didn't work too well for Infinity Ward. Infinity Ward really messed up, and this was basically the low point for Infinity Ward. So they just came off of 2 pretty much failure Call of Duty games, and a lot of people were pressuring Activision into getting rid of them, either getting a new studio or just going with Sledgehammer and Treyarch. And actually, at the time of, this whole Infinite Warfare thing, kind of near the end of its life cycle, there was a huge leak and kind of piece of information going around that said that they were actually going to fire Infinity Ward, just disband the company or get rid of them from Call of Duty and either bring somebody else in, like Raven, or they were just going to go with Sledgehammer and Treyarch. And obviously this did not happen or anything, but it doesn't really surprise me if this was in, Activision CEO's minds or people high up in Activision. If they did consider to get rid of Infinity Ward, kind of drop them, I would not be surprised, just because of the fact that, they just released 2 complete failure Call of Duty games. But I think the reason Infinity Ward was not dropped is kind of purely because of the fact that a lot of it not only had to do with their underdeveloped staff team and just terrible timing, I mean horrible timing, like it couldn't get any worse than that, but also Activision, as we know, has severe restrictions and limitations that they in place on the Call of Duty games. I mean, we've seen this with Black Ops 4 and the supply drop system and everything, and obviously that had a huge effect on it too, and Activision knew this, and they kind of didn't necessarily take too much action against Infinity Ward. So years passed, we got Call of Duty World War II, and obviously now Call of Duty Black Ops 4, and we're kind of looking to 2019, at least a lot of us, and looking at what Infinity Ward could be planning. Now, obviously, the huge rumor and almost confirmed leak going around now is Modern Warfare 4, and that would be incredible to say the very least. It'd be pretty much a blast from the past. That's obviously Modern Warfare series is one of the most, best in sub-series in the Call of Duty genre and everything, FPS shooter genre, and a lot of people love it. Modern Warfare 4, can you imagine just looking at YouTube one day and you just see Modern Warfare 4 reveal trailer or teaser trailer? Oh my god, it would break the internet. It'd be incredible. Not to mention all of these Modern Warfare 2 remastered leaks going around, which would be insane. Modern Warfare 4, Modern Warfare 2 remastered. Oh my god, my penis needs to get in a wheelchair ASAP. But the thing that I want to talk about, the redemption of Infinity Ward that I did mention at the beginning of this video, has to do with the fact that actually the developers, a lot of key developers from Infinity Ward that did leave back in 2010 have come back. Now, this is a more recent development actually this year, just a few months ago. We got word that a bunch of key Infinity Ward developers have decided to come back from Titanfall Respawn Entertainment. Obviously that's kind of bad for Titanfall, but who the hell cares about Titanfall? It's all about Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, and this is actually a kind of key to the fire of why a lot of people think it is going to be Modern Warfare 4, is because these old developers are coming back. But now that they have the talent back, now that Infinity Ward is able to bring back what they used to have, the imagination, the experience, the insight, everything that I mentioned before that they lost, now that that's back, this could be the redemption of Call of Duty's developers, Infinity Ward. Hopefully it is. Like I said, I like Infinity Ward. I feel very bad for them just because they kind of got screwed over twice. And I'm really hoping that Call of Duty 2019 is the most successful Call of Duty we have seen in recent years. But obviously, there's still that huge chance that it could be a failure. I mean, who knows? Infinity Ward's ex-developers have been gone for quite a while now. Maybe they lost their kind of critique and expertise that they once had. Hopefully that's not the case, but like I said, you still have to take in consideration that this game could flop. You never want to put your hopes too high for something. Like Black Ops 4, I had very low expectations for the game, and it did exceed my expectations, but it kind of zigzags around up and down. So you just never want to have too high of expectations for something. Just make sure you always keep, some logical thinking, because in theory, Modern Warfare 4 with the old developers sounds amazing, but like I said, they've been gone for a while, and who knows what will happen. Anyways, guys, that's about it for this video. If you enjoyed, hopefully you do like the video down below, and make sure you share the video, get it out to as many people as you can. Let's get this video out there. It'd be insane, get a lot of people thinking that Call of Duty 2019 could be the savior, and you actually get a lot of people to understand why Call of Duty Ghosts, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare did not do too well, and it really is kind of a sad story for Infinity Ward. Anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video, like I said, and peace.